shifting focus now to the big developments coming in from West Asia. While Iran and Oman are close to sealing a deal on the strategic waterway of the Strait of Hormuz, peace in the region continues to remain elusive. At a time even when America is hopeful of a deal with Iran, Israel seeming to trigger tensions yet again with its strikes on Lebanon. Meanwhile, Iran has warned of hitting Gulf nations hard if they don't stop Trump to end U.S. aggression. In fact, smoke was seen billowing in southern Lebanon's Mansouri village, which is home to nearly 1,500 people. IDF attacked this area earlier after issuing an evacuation order in response to Hezbollah's alleged violation of the ceasefire. And this was the first such order issued by Israel since its ceasefire with Lebanon on the 19th of June. As many as 8 people were injured in another IDF attack on the village of Burj al-Shamali. Visuals show the extent of the devastation. A large crater was formed following the Israeli strikes. Debris was seen just about everywhere.
The first missile hit at 1 a.m., then another at 1:10 a.m., a missile every 10 minutes. The last thing was the airstrike. That's what happened. And after that, we couldn't see each other.
And the IDF also revealed that 2 of its soldiers were killed in southern Lebanon. A few hours earlier, people held a funeral for one of those soldiers in Jerusalem. Visuals also showed 4 Israelis being rushed to the hospital in Haifa for further treatment after being injured in southern Lebanon. Ironically, Israel's moves coming at a time when it is holding talks with Lebanon in Rome, which are being facilitated by America. So that's also what's been happening. Iran is also upping the ante on the diplomatic front. According to reports, Iranian foreign minister conveyed to Gulf nations that his country will hit their oil, power, water plants unless they convince Trump to end the U.S. strikes on Iran. According to this warning, energy facilities, oil fields, refineries, electricity grids, water infrastructure, transport networks would be on target. Subsequently, the Saudi Crown Prince reportedly spoke to Trump, urging him to delay military action on Iran and pursue a diplomatic settlement. Now, America has also flagged divisions within Iran as a key reason for the deadlock in the talks. Meanwhile, Iran continues to deny holding any talks with America. This is very interesting. Instead, it is negotiating with Oman, remember, to finalize an agreement on the safe passage of vessels through the Strait of Hormuz. And while Iran and America agreed for the reopening of Hormuz to vessel traffic for 60 days, the two sides reportedly disagreed over which routes the ships should take. Iran attacked several ships that had reportedly taken an Oman-approved route, backed by the U.S. earlier. According to reports, the proposed deal may give Tehran control over ships entering Hormuz, as well as visibility over outbound traffic. And it also remains to be seen when America's naval blockade will be lifted, the so-called naval blockade. Amid this, America has once again vented its frustration over the deadlock in talks with Iran. Listen to this.
The reality, Laura, is that number one, the Iranians are extraordinarily difficult people. Number two, they have a fractured system. So there are people within their system who want the war to be over. There are also people within their system who are crazy radicals who want the war to continue.
Since the beginning of the war, one question has been repeatedly asked. Who is actually calling the shots in Iran? The Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian, remember, reignited that debate after admitting that it was very difficult to get in touch with the country's new supreme leader, injured in the strikes that assassinated his father on the 28th of February. The new leader has not been seen in public since then.
Well, they carried out this extremely brutal act killing Iran's supreme leader. Of course, they did not think that the society in this country would be able to carry on, but it did. Our dear new leader was elected. It is very difficult to get in touch with him right now, but in any case, his presence is a major source of strength for us.
And while Hezbollah is yet to break its silence on Israel strikes, the next few hours will be extremely crucial to determine whether tit-for-tat attacks will resume in the region all over again. Let's now get you some offbeat stories. Obsession is a film that scripted box office history. It grabbed a lot of attention for bringing to the fore once again an unhealthy, toxic obsession in the garb of being in love. Now, this is not the only film that revolves around romantic obsession to this extreme. In fact, the themes deeply also seem to mirror a viral social media conversation surrounding a concept called limerence. For those unaware, limerence is an intense and addictive state of romantic obsession fueled by digital validation and intermittent reinforcement. The term was actually coined by Dorothy Tenev in the 1970s to basically describe profound romantic infatuation. While the term has appeared in art and literature for years, its use has exploded since the rise of social media. But what actually distinguishes limerence from a standard crush, for example? Unlike a normal liking, limerence particularly thrives when you do not actually know where you stand, when there is incomplete information, for example. It is characterized by frequent thoughts about a love interest, and when one's mood is entirely dependent on their crush's actions and vivid fantasy. Experts believe that the digital world plays a key role in feeding such episodes of profound infatuation. For example, social media platforms provide micro doses of dopamine in a way, keeping the brain hooked in uncertainty. The moment you upload a post or a story, for example, you keep checking the number of likes. The moment you send someone a text, you keep checking your phone to see if they have replied, what they have to say. And this is, in a way, a cycle, the rewards and instant gratification cycle that keeps playing on loop. Viewers and critics also note that films like Obsession visualize this Gen Z social anxiety to a certain extent, which is a direct result of an idealized fixation. But such themes are not new to cinema. Over the years, several other films have also portrayed and, in a way, romanticized obsessive love, limerence, even stalking. Studies note mainstream cinema and rom-coms have often featured toxic behaviors like persistent pursuit and even jealousy. Researchers have used the framework of limerence to analyze how classic and contemporary movies as well mistake emotional dependency for soulmate connections. And while a part of audience believes that watching these obsessive dynamics play out on screen may act as a powerful mirror of sorts, there is another opinion. Some feel that the depiction may end up normalizing such behavior. And that's a question we leave you with. Time now to get you one of the most powerful images coming in. Let's also tell you about these images taken by scientists of the sun. The most detailed images of the sun's surface so far. These rare images reveal these swirling whirlpools of activity on the sun's surface, captured using a powerful telescope in Hawaii. Images that further show unusual feather-like patterns moving across the sun's outer layer. Time now to focus on a big question hanging in the air, the answer to which determines a lot. As the deadlock over a peace deal continues as such, Iran has now warned of attacking Gulf nations if they don't convince Trump to seek an end to the war. And this raises a key question here. Egged on by allies, will Iran and America return to direct negotiations in the coming days? And let's also take a look at 3 major events from around the world expected to shape headlines over the next 24 hours. U.S. President Donald Trump expected to attend a roundtable with top mining executives on Friday. This event is part of the Trump administration's efforts to expand domestic supplies of critical minerals required for energy and defense. Jamaat-e-Islami has announced nationwide protests in Pakistan on Friday against rising petroleum prices. It has also decided to block key highways in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa as part of its protest. India will host the BRICS Trade Ministers meeting in Jaipur. The meeting will bring together BRICS nations to strengthen trade and economic cooperation, foster innovation, and promote sustainable industrial growth. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.